raise my stand so I can't really have to peek around the screens to make eye contact. Okay. Lighting. Probably the most common way of lighting a scene or an object is called a three-point lighting system. In a three-point lighting system, the first light that we're going to add typically is above and to the right of the camera. Oops. Grab the right button this time. This is our main light. It is called a key light. As we zoom in just a little bit, does a pretty good job with lighting it. However, if we weren't directly on it, you're going to notice that those shadows get a little bit harsh. We're losing some detail on there, right? And so a lot of times the second light that we add right spot, rotate. We add a second light, and this is to kind of fill in those shadows a little bit, and it is called a fill light. So if we were to, I should have dropped the camera so I don't have to repeat it, but you'll notice now, see how that side is more filled in? Usually the fill light is set at less intensity than the key light, because we still want some some light and dark going on. But we just want to pick, we don't want to lose all the details on the side. In fact, you can tell certain animation studios work by the ratio of the fill light to the key light. I believe Pixar uses a 5-to-1 ratio. I won't swear that's correct, but that's, if my memory serves me right, that's what it was. Why am I not seeing what I think I'm supposed to be seeing here? See how sometimes it, oh, maybe it's just that weak too. See how sometimes it's tough to get that lined up? A trick, and I mentioned this before, is you can go over here to under tags, Cinema 4D tags, and add a target tag, and I want it to point at the figure. Now it will point at the center of that figure. Now I can kill that target tag and just kind of tweak. But you can see what part the fill light's lighting up right here. See how it's lighting up the sides? And when I turn that key light back on, we get a nice well-lit subject. Okay. The third light has a couple different names based upon where we're going to be using that third light. It may be called a rim light, a hair light, or even possibly a backlight. What we're looking to do with this particular light, let's point it downward. And it usually is set opposite of the main camera. See if I can get this thing positioned right. Really? Okay, is that guy not sitting out in space? He is. Okay, let's add a target tag. So it's pointing at the figure. There we go. I had it hidden under the ground there. Like, what's going on there? I couldn't figure it out. Why I couldn't get it adjusted properly. So on this third light, what we're really looking to do is not light the whole object. But to highlight the hair of the object, if you would, kind of create a silhouette, more or less. So it should really be behind, right now I've got it right over the object, but it really should be behind the object. And I'm not sure if I moved it in the right direction or the wrong direction there. Okay, it should be a positive, not a minus on the Z. And I don't need the floor lit up by this, so let's exclude the floor and zoom back in. Yeah, now you see how it's just hitting the top of the head and the shoulders. So that's what we're looking to do in this, I'm going to call a rim light. And so when we get all three of them working together, fill light doesn't really need to hit the floor either. We get a fairly well lit object. Okay? That is a three-point lighting system. You can also add little kickers and other such things. There are, you know, sometimes as a photographer you're working with one light, or you're working with a room like this that has 14 lights, but if we really want to focus in on one particular object, that's a three-point lighting system that we're going to normally use.